With eclipse season coming up, I thought it would be appropriate time to talk about death and the death rites of the shamans and how they practice that how to assist a person dying to bring their soul or the luminous field out of their physical body to help assist them to go on to their next journey in the spirit world. So eclipse season is coming up, and it's not just on the day, it lasts. And so we have a bunch of eclipses coming up, and this energy is going to be hanging around for the next year. And so for some reason, souls, when they have learned their lessons in this lifetime, they depart around this time. So in the shamanic world, there are death rites, and there's 3 of them. So the first one is recapitulation. Recapitulation is recalling the story of your life. So you can sit with your loved one, knowing they're going to pass soon. And if they have never really talked about their life before, they're very closed off. Usually people who are about to pass are very open about talking about stuff. So as your soul, when you actually do pass and you go to the other side, your guides and your angels and the council will have you go through a life review. You want to do it while you're still in your body and talk to a loved one, or I have volunteered for hospice. I'm a certified death doula. If they do not have family around, you have somebody like me sit by the bedside and talk about their life to get everything off their chest, their joys, their regrets, if they had kids and they talk about this and the love that got away, or that job they should have taken, or their time in the military, just to get that off of their chest and telling their life story. It just helps close chapters in their life so they're not holding on to anything that they feel still needs to be accomplished or said, and that helps assist their soul to go to the other side and they feel like they've finished everything here in the physical world. The second practice is the practice of forgiveness. So forgiveness not only to others who have harmed you, but forgiveness for yourself. And that's a hard one. Sometimes we made really bad decisions. Sometimes we hurt people. We have to forgive ourselves because that holds us back. Sometimes we did crappy things to people, but those were the only tools we had in our tool belt. And so that's all we knew at the time. Now we know better, and hopefully you learn from those lessons. But it's so important to forgive yourself, but then also forgive people who have harmed you and hurt you, because those people are going through lessons as well. And most of the time when we go through hard situations or relationships, we come out the other end stronger and we learn the lessons. And so when you let go of those situations, those people who've harmed you, knowing you learn the lessons behind it, you can let it go. And it's not forgiving what they did. It's no longer going to hold you prisoner. So the practice of forgiveness. That's number 2. The number 3 death rite of the shamans is permission to die. A lot of loved ones don't want their loved ones to leave. They're like, what am I going to do without you? We've been partners for 50 years. I don't want you to leave. I'm going to be lonely. That person will hang on. Even though their soul is so ready to go, they just feel guilt leaving their partners. And so you hear these stories all the time. Once the wife or the child sits with their loved one and finally says, it's okay to go now, they will pass within minutes or maybe hours, and then they're off and they're free and they're happy in their spirit, going to the other side and being surrounded by loved ones and their guides and their angels. So that's the number 3 shamanic rite, death rites, is giving them permission to die. And I know it's hard and you want them to stick around, but it's time for them to go, and you will see them again when it's your time. So if you are struggling right now with a loved one that's dying, just know that we're all here for a reason, for Earth School, but the mortality rate is 100%. We're all going to die. So why not help your loved one pass in the most beautiful, honorable way by releasing their soul, helping them forgive, and recalling the story of their life so they can leave feeling that nothing else is here that they need to complete, that it's done. So you can either find somebody like me, a shaman, to help with these death rites, because after those 3 rites, I'll show you, there's a ritual behind it. So look at all these notes. So I can walk you through how to do it, or you can hire somebody like me in person, excuse me, or on FaceTime, and help you release their luminous body out of their physical body so they can finally be free and everybody can be at peace. So my name is Shannon Grace, and I'm a certified death doula and shaman healer, along with all the other energy work that I do. But I'm here to help you assist if you have a loved one who is dying. And let's work together and make it a beautiful ceremony and a celebration of life.